Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya.
So when I started on this healing journey about 2 years ago, my life was like really unmanageable, and I got shut. You know how the universe or God kind of like taps you on the shoulder, you don't listen, kind of gives you a little push, you don't listen, shoves you to your knees, you still don't listen. I got shoved on my ass.
Almighty morning.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the spiritual show that flows. We have anyone on?
Yes.
We have one person. Okay. Welcome to this. Yeah, welcome to Tuesday mornings where we have fun and we get you guys downloaded and elevated here on the spiritual show that flows. So, this is a place where we talk about anything really that we want to talk about anything. It is, we are pretty much esoteric and spiritual based, but we also talk about other stuff too, mainstream stuff, and just different things that are going on in everyone's community. It is an open dialogue here, so you guys can message us, and we do answer you back. Good morning. Oh, thank you, Luke. You're so sweet. You just made my day. It's cold here this morning in Phoenix, Arizona, you guys. We went from having wonderful, great 90-degree weather. Well, it wasn't so great, but anyways, 90-degree weather.
Not quite.
Yeah. It was nice when it was 75, but anything after 80, I mean, we just haven't been that cold here. So anyways, we got a cold front that came through. I would probably say on Sunday it started. We got blasted with some solar winds, I guess. There was something with the sun, I heard real briefly. And the sun was spitting out a bunch of solar maximus something at us. And they said we were going to get a bunch of solar winds. And that was like on Saturday, I think it was Friday and Saturday. And then all of a sudden on Sunday, we got winds, which cooled us way down. And this morning when I woke up, it was like 45 degrees. And I don't know where she went. I hope she's okay. So we're a bit chilly this morning with winds. Oh no, the winds have kind of died down, but it was really windy yesterday. So what's the weather like for you guys? I heard that Australia, the Gold Coast, is getting ready to have a cyclone. Yeah, you guys, what's the weather like where you guys are at? I'm curious. Fired another group of fakes and liars. What do you mean by that, Luke? So, what should we talk about this morning, you guys? What do you guys want to talk about besides the weather?
Well, you were talking about parasites earlier.
Oh yeah, I was just doing I was reading on some parasites, you guys, right? And just before we started.
And because of that, I had to go get a Kleenex just in case.
So
Anyway,
I don't know. So I do a lot of parasite cleanse and stuff that come, out of your poo when you go to the bathroom and, your urine. But I've never really talked about parasites that come out of the nose and the throat too much. I am not real familiar with them. I really can't find much content about them, but I do have some pictures to show you guys what they do look like. So I'll show those in a little bit. I'll get some more people to come on. Another cleansing of the collective. Yes, I know definitely something going on. I'm definitely feeling these negative frequency programs that they're putting on us. I can feel it. It's in my left ear. I normally don't have problems with my ear. I mean, I get ringing in the ear every now and then, but this is different. This is something that I've never experienced before. And then I seized up this morning a bit, but then I unseized up. So that is just unusual things that's happening to me physically. Um, energetic wise, I'm okay. I'm okay. I got up at 4 this morning, felt really refreshed, and got about 6 hours sleep, and I feel fine. But I was up straight away, like at 4:30 this morning, 4:30. So a little bit early for me. I usually don't get up until like between 5:30 and 6:30. But yeah, what's the information you're getting out there, Luke? I've got all kinds of stuff, just kind of all over the place with what's going on. You got any information on anything?
Um, oh, hi, Pam. Welcome in.
Good morning, Pam.
A lot of things. But as far as my body, I'm noticing that a lot of the parasites are getting lower. In other words, they're preparing to leave.
Yeah,
Bless
and,
and release everything that does not bring me peace. I'm just saying.
yeah, and it doesn't happen overnight.
No.
It doesn't happen overnight. Again, yesterday, I really didn't know I did this. So I haven't had much of an appetite. So I've been kind of like on a forced fast, sort of kind of. I mean, I've been eating a little tiny meal a day, like a little bit of soup, just to kind of nourish my body because I just felt to. So, but it's liquid soup. There's not like a whole lot of anything in it. It's parade soup, I bet, is what I'm trying to say. So, anyways, I've been kind of just sipping on that the past couple of days. And then I did take on Sunday, I took a bunch of dandelion um, teas. I drank some bunch of dandelion teas, and then I took several black seed capsules. And then yesterday, I was letting out a bunch of candida parasites, which I was infested with, and I've been working on this one for 2 years, getting the candida out. But whenever you eat anything that has yeast in it or starch, it feeds them. So it's just, I go on a fast, I go on a break from all that for 6 months, and then, and then I have a piece of toast, and here we go. I'm back at you.
Yeah.
So,
and every once in a while, potatoes.
I love potatoes. And I need them.
That's my hardest one.
Yeah, and we need a little bit of potatoes. They're good for you in other ways too. But I hardly ever eat them. But then that creates, that feeds the candida. But I know that my body's not infested like it used to be. Far from it. I don't have it at all. My tongue is no longer white. But that was probably my last. I think that's about my last parasite that I need to get out of my body, and I should be pretty much parasitic free. Now we've got parasites that will come out of the nose, you guys. They will come out of the nose, the ears, through the throat, and I've had this happen to me. It's been going on for quite some time, and I got pictures of them, and this is what they'll look like, you guys. And like I said, there's not a whole lot of content out there about them.
About those particular ones.
Yeah, about them coming out of the nose and the mouth and stuff. You don't hear about them, or the eyes. They're pretty gross. But I did find some pictures of some. So they can be long and stringy like this. Can you see that pretty good on there? Nope.
There it is. There it is. Yeah. I saw hers that she showed me, and it didn't give me creeps. This one, I don't know why.
Well, they're so little. They're just so
because
little.
It came out of the nose, I think.
Yeah, so little. Well, the one that came out of my rear, that one was like 4 inches long. And then here's the other ones. You see if I got this right.
Was that nose or throat?
That's a nose, and it can come through the throat. I've had both. And they're weird feeling. They're so weird feeling. They got a little bit of blood on the tip. So then that those are mine. Both of mine did. I had them come out of my nose and through my throat, And then my co-host that I do a show on Monday nights, and she's had a lot of the ones with the blood at the tip of them. Um, we God, that happened like 3 years ago when she started getting those started coming out. We had no clue what they were. We are just like, what the heck? Then we figured it out. That they're just parasites. That parasites do come through the nose and the mouth. I know it's gross.
Well, and we talk about parasites all the time, and people say, "How do they know? How do I know if I have parasites?" I almost said, "You're
Everybody has
breathing.
paradise.
You're breathing."
Yeah, you're breathing. Nobody's exempt from this. No one is. If you're eating meat, especially if you're eating meat, you've got parasites.
Well, you've got parasites, and it's been how long since you've had meat?
Oh, I haven't eaten meat in like 6 or 7 years. That was a slow process. I stopped eating red meat like over 10 years ago, maybe 12 years now. I haven't had red meat. And then I stopped eating pork a while ago. I'm not a big fan of pork, especially pork. Pork will give you parasites. They're full of parasites. And then I haven't had any chicken in probably about 6 or 7 years. So total no meat. It's just the way it is. And I know that meat's important, for energy and stuff. And that's, it is what it is. If you're going to be eating meat, you just need to do a whole lot more cleansing. That's all. That is it. It never stops.
Right.
Some people are parasites. Yep.
And you eat a lot of vegetables, but I know that a lot of those parasites that you are purging now are very old parasites, have been in your body, have been growing in your body for a long time. And I'm 10 years older than you. So I know I have even more.
Of course. I always say that I've been like stewing in this soup of chemicals that have been put on us through the chemtrails, through our food, through our water, through the lotions, through the soaps, through everything that we do. I mean, I've been using that kind of stuff, for quite a while. I mean, I've been here going on 56 years I've been on this planet. So yeah, I just started cleaning myself up, and my awakening started around 12 years ago, 14 years ago. I don't know, you guys, I don't keep, so much has gone on. But anyways, yeah, I started cleaning myself up about 12 or 14 years ago. And then the parasite thing, I started getting really aggressive with the parasites, I would say probably about 5 years ago. And it was kind of happened to be before that because my daughter pulled one out of my grandson's butt when he was a baby. And that is really what triggered it. And he's 7 now. And that's what triggered everything inside of me to say, holy crap, this is a new soul here on this planet. He was about, 7, 8 months old when this happened. But still, I mean, and that's when I realized, oh my gosh, what's going on here? And that is what opened up the door for me to start exploring parasites. And then now that I've been on this journey now for about 7 years, everybody's affected. I don't care. Every disease starts from a parasite, comes from the colon. Every single one of them. Energetic vampires is real. Oh, yes. Oh, that's a good thing to talk about. I haven't talked about energetic vampires in a long time. I actually have a mat over here on my floor, Luke, in front of my register that says, no soul-sucking emotional vampires allowed.
Okay. My daughter-in-law just came in.
Okay.
So the new mom, she has a new baby. And I will not show pictures because it's family. And she's only, she's made it at 24 hours old. So yeah, she's a cutie. It's just, we're so excited.
Congratulations, Shelby, on your beautiful little new soul. She's gorgeous. She is just too cute. She is adorable. She She was just showing me pictures.
And-
She's absolutely just beautiful. Congratulations on that. And I hope you heal very, very, very rapidly. I know you had a C-section, and that's brutal. That is brutal. Just take it easy, Mom.
Yeah. And she looks like Ro, and that's what Claudine thought. And I know she looks,
Yeah, she does. She looks like just like one of your daughters.
and she looks just like you. That's what I thought too. As soon as I saw her, oh, she looks like Shelby. So cute.
Oh yeah, that's what she said when she told me about her. But yeah, good stuff. Just take it easy, Mom. It looks like you got some helpers there. You got some other little mamas.
Yep.
So yeah, okay. So we've got Luke coming in, and he's on one today. He's on one this morning. So yeah, let's go, Luke. I'm ready. Let's do this. Okay, so you were saying this was a busy week with Trump causing World War III. I gave orders to multiple different entities on what to do to stop it. Okay, so on that note, with Trump doing World War III, he's a moron. That's all I got to say. This guy is we're not even looking at the real Trump, you guys. You know, I don't care. Call me crazy, call me whatever you want to call me. But the one thing I am not, stuck on stupid. Okay? That is the one thing I am not. And Trump died. He died a couple weeks after his presidency of colon cancer.
You're talking the first presidency or the second?
The first presidency, after he got done, a couple weeks after his presidency, he passed away from colon cancer. He refused treatment. So, and the only way I know my facts is because I know people who know people who are soldiers on this planet, and they are light workers, and they are doing the work. They are the ones who are in the field, and they're letting this information out. Okay. They're whistleblowers. There is not going to be no World War III, Luke, because there's no money. Where are they going to get the money, Luke? Who's going to back this up?
What they were trying to do.
Yeah, they're just trying to put fear into the people, okay? And who goes on national TV? What president goes on national TV and disgraces our country like that? That was so disgusting what he did. No president should act like that. No leader should act like that. He's like, and he's so out of shape. Who is he to smack anyone down? I didn't like it when I saw it. I laughed. In fact, I laughed, and I told her what I said. Mm-hmm. That is some of the most low budget acting I have ever seen. That is what happens when actors don't read from the script. Because trust me, he has a script from his higher ups, but he ain't reading from it. He's not reading it from it. He's going ahead and doing his own thing because he thinks he's above everything and everyone.
And as the campaign went on last year, there was a question if he could even read. I'm just saying.
For real?
Because he had problems reading the teleprompter. They make that large enough for anybody to read.
Well, Biden couldn't read it either.
Well, Biden, we know that dementia might have been a factor.
That wasn't the real Biden either. Biden died too. Biden died a couple of months after he got into presidency. We were looking at body clones. In fact, the guy who was doing his body double is well known. I don't remember his name, but I'll have to get his name again. It doesn't even really matter.
Bye, Pam. Bye, Pam.
But yeah, there's not going to be a war. That's why they have to end all these wars that are going on right now, because there's no money to fund them, you guys. There's none. We, as America, are broke. The money is gone. They have spent way too much money on whatever they spend it on. Well, we know what they spend it on. We hear about all the things that they buy and who they give it to, and they're not getting paydays anymore. The paydays have stopped for these people. They can do all the crazy acts, all the crazy things that they do on a full moon, all the crazy things they do on planetary alignments, all these rituals that they do that are just hideous, that are very hideous. They're not getting paid for it anymore because the more hideous it is, the more they get paid. Because they're supposed to be here to to create darkness. That's who they are. But yeah, that was a horrible demonstration that I saw with Trump and the way that him and Vince acted. I was just like, oh, that it was just too disgusting. But don't worry, there will not be a World War III. They're just threatening that on us so that we'll be scared and that it'll lower our vibration. I say, bring it. Let's go. We've been in war, you guys. The war has the war. We've all been in war since the day we were born. Okay, I'm not seeing any comments.
America isn't just broke, it's in a deficit. We have less than zero. LOL.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. We're not broke though, Luke. We're far from broke. But our governments, all the governments are broke, but not us. And they're spiritually broke too.
I was going to say, we all do.
Yeah, exactly. We have money. Our banking system's working because we get up, we wake up, we show up, and we put the energy in. We are the asset. We are the gold. When they say, when I hear that word, that that our money is backed by gold, because we're the gold. We're the golden energy, and that's how I see it. And for them, they've just been doing black magic to get their money, and it's not going to work anymore because the light has won. We've won this. We've won this war. They got to realize it. That's it. And then we've got to get a lot more people to wake up to all this. There's just a lot going on between him and Elon Musk. I think just think about it this way. If that is being done on TV in front of the American people, just imagine how chaotic it is behind the scenes. Imagine how they're really fighting behind the scenes. I mean, it's like probably 1,000 times worse than what they're even showing us. So I do believe that a lot of the leaders are confused, and they think that Trump and Elon Musk are like supposedly supposed to be the Antichrist. But there's another word that I like to call it. It's called the Pindar. And the Pindar is the one who holds the 13th seat or the 9th seat, whatever the head seat is that they have. I don't know what numbers they're using now, but I have a feeling that there's a lot of confusion going on because they're not any of that. They don't have the power anymore like they used to. I have a date this week. Oh, well, good for you, Luke.
Yeah.
Thanks for putting that one out there. At least you got something good coming your way.
Don't we have dates every week? Every day is a date, isn't it? Date with destiny.
Oh, sorry, Pam, for trashing Trump. I wasn't trashing Trump. I was speaking the truth.
Yeah, she's gone. So
sorry about. I mean, I'm not sorry about that, Pam. But this is just the truth. Again, he's Cheeto Jesus. So for a lot of the people. But until people wake up to what's going on, it is what it is. It is what it is. I am very anti-government. I don't like any of them, you guys.
Yeah, she's an equal opportunity.
I don't like any of them. They are all criminals, every single one of them. And they have crimes against humanity like you would not believe, okay? Go down the rabbit hole of what they do on their 40th birthday. It's there. The information is there, but people just choose to, I'm not looking at that. I'm not looking at that. Why? Look at it. It's real. So, I understand that, some of the things that I say are hard to hear, but it is what it is. And I'm not going to, no, I'm not going to be a follower. I won't do it. I haven't in a year. I work all the time. Oh,
Yeah, that's why he's excited about his day.
oh yeah. Don't blame me. Yeah.
Yeah, we're happy for you.
Yeah, it's a good thing. You got something exciting to look at, to go, something forward to look for.
Yeah.
So yeah, on that note,
Yeah, I was how we only have a few people in today. Please share, everyone who's here, please share. I didn't mention this to you earlier, but and I didn't even text you on it. However, I want to let you guys know that unconditional love for yourself, when you're sharing in and embracing, as I say, Almighty's love for you, it gives you a power beyond anything. Now, when I was younger, and we'll go back to the death of my father, I still took that hard. This was before I started on this journey. I took death extremely hard ever since I was a young kid, and my grandfather carried me over a coffin. I didn't look. It was a very beautiful coffin. That's the only thing I looked at is the fabric, but I wouldn't look at the body that was in there. However, I took it very hard, all deaths. However, I got a phone call on my way out to pick up my granddaughter on Friday. And my former sister-in-law called. I knew exactly what the phone call was about. She said, "You need to sit down." I sat. My ex-husband passed away on February 27th. He was found by his two sisters that were visiting from Idaho. He had fallen in his home and he was dead when they found him. So, knowing that he was better off and he stopped fighting himself, I did not, I had a few tears, yeah, but it wasn't for me and it was certainly not for him. It was mainly for my kids that I was thinking of, because this is the father they knew. This is the dad they knew. They know their father, but this is that dad they knew. And so when everybody's asking me, and oh, sorry for your loss, it's like, I didn't lose anything, people. Really, I didn't. And he's so much better off.
is this your current ex-husband? Your first or second?
Second ex-husband.
The one you just divorced?
Just divorced, yes.
Oh, wow.
And he passed away on the 27th of February. And it has nothing to do with me, but I was thinking of other people passing on loved ones' birthdays. And when I got the call on the 28th, it is like, oh, it was yesterday. The 27th of February is my 6th-month birthday. And so I kind of laughed because it has nothing to do with me, but it's like, okay. He passed away on a birthday of me. And it's not a loss. It's not a loss. I have no regrets and no resentment from the divorce. So therefore, why would I have
She
a
just
feeling
divorced
lost?
this guy like not even 6 months ago.
October 15th. October 15th. Yes.
Now I have to. I gotta say this. Okay, so I know two people that have passed away in the last few months, and they also died on the 27th.
Wow.
I know that is so strange. So this is the
That is
third
good.
person that I've heard that's died on the 27th, you guys, in the last couple of days. We actually have a viewer that comes on, that's come on here a couple times. He comes on my Monday Night Live, and his name is Victor too, and he's from Louisiana. His mom died on the 27th,
Oh
this
wow.
past Thursday.
Yes, that's the same day that that Mark passed as well.
I
So
wonder what's up with the 27th. There's
I don't know.
something going on with the 27th.
it's a 9. If you add the number together, it's
Oh.
a 9, and 9 is closure.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
So,
That is sad though. That is so sad that he passed away.
well, again, I don't feel there's no sadness because when you feel sadness, you bring down your vibrations. I'm relieved and happy for him.
Well, yeah, because he was sick. You said he was sick. You
Yeah.
said that. You
Yeah.
had said that. And he was a drinker, wasn't he?
Yep,
Yeah. he
alcoholic and smoker. And his poor heart didn't like that.
Mm-mm.
And also, he had from 22 until 24, we had to deal with him, his seizures due to drinking and cigarette smoking. And he was in and out of the hospital and rehab quite often. So, but he moved by his sister and his middle sister. And she saw what I had to go through. So she said, I am so sorry I had to make this call to you. And I said, either would have been me calling you or you calling me. I didn't tell her that I'm more happy that she was the one who had to call me because I didn't find the body. Okay.
And where was he? He
And-
moved to Colorado, was it?
No, Texas, Brownsville, Texas. Brownsville.
Hmm.
So I just want to let you guys know and know there's no loss. My son and my youngest son and oldest granddaughter, I think, took it worse. And my son, who just became a father of, well, 4 girls here, and he's so excited that I didn't really want to have to tell him, but we had to get that out before the baby was born. And so he was so involved in preparing for the baby to come that I know that probably afterwards, well, right now he's, excited about being in dad.
Yeah,
And that she is
he's
a
got
cutie.
weird. Yeah, he's
She's-
got a lot going on right now.
Yes,
He's sad about his dad, but then he's got this new soul that just came into his life, and it's hard to lose a parent. It's not easy. So
Right.
that is something that your children will have to process and have to heal from.
Yeah.
And
you know me and songs, but I don't know the name of the song, but as it says, there'll be one child born to carry on. When I'm dead and gone, there'll be one child born to carry on. And to me, that's that popped up immediately when I went to call my son, is that we have a new soul coming in and one that just left. So
And he wasn't well, though. You always
No.
said that. You
No,
always
he's
said
not
he
well.
wasn't well.
And so he's definitely not in pain anymore, people. So
No. He'll
very
be
happy
back.
for him.
He'll reincarnate back. Oh, he'll be, because he gets to see everything from the other side now. He gets to have his consultation on the other side and gets to see, though, he'll have his memory of, why he was here. And hopefully when he comes back, he won't have all those addictions.
Yep.
Well,
We all come here for a reason. So
Yep. But when he comes back, it will be a planet of unity, not a
Yes.
planet of duality anymore. And that's what this is all about. That's what's
Yes.
going on, you guys. We were a planet of duality. We were a planet of balance. And again, that's why we've got the people playing the roles that they're playing, because they want to keep us in those old energies, and it's not going to happen. We've got new energies coming in, and it is just what it is. It's time.
And Luke had violent seizures for years
Oh, that's
due to
horrible.
medication.
Oh.
And I'm sure it was prescribed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And my ex was on 17 pharmaceuticals.
Oh, geez. That's what killed him right there with the
And-
alcohol.
And he told his sister they weren't working. They stopped working for him. So, self medication.
Plus, I have a feeling he died from a broken heart
Hmm.
because she dumped him.
He moved away, but yes, and it was a little strange, but it was probably 2 years ago on the day that I had told him I wanted a divorce.
Wow. Yeah, you broke his heart.
I was doing self-preservation.
No, that's on him. That's
Yeah,
on
that's
him.
on
That's
him.
not
That-
your.
he
That's
chose
not your
that.
gig. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know.
I took care of myself. And my granddaughter. So
Mhm. Being a high vibrational person
Yeah.
like we are, it's very difficult to share a life with someone who lives an opposite, in an
Yeah.
opposite way. It just doesn't work out. It
Right.
just doesn't.
and they do their best to keep you down. It's like, no.
Yeah, they
I'm
do.
good.
Yeah, they spew all their stuff on you, and I know.
So
It's not fun, and it's not easy. And the best thing to do is just go your separate ways.
Yep.
You had every right to.
yeah.
My heart would be broken too if you left me.
Aw, thank
So
you,
cute,
Luke.
You're so sweet.
Yeah. And Luke had violent seizures, and then he says it's funny. I served my country. Then the VA tried to kill me.
Ugh.
Medication. Yes. Yeah. One.
VA, man. There's got to be another name for that because that is some black magic all the way through from the minute you sign that paper to enlist, right, Luke? Brainwashing, brainwashing, brainwashing.
Yeah. Did you want to talk about erasing?
Oh,
Memories?
yeah,
Okay.
you guys. So I got a video sent to me this morning and I looked at it really quick. And it was Ariana
Grande.
Grande. Here, I wrote some notes.
Yep.
Where did I write those notes? Ariana Grande. And she literally on this video, you guys, she confesses about
it
the
on the video?
brainwashing. I know, what did I write that stuff?
Did you do it on the other?
No,
No.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Just
No.
checking. She has two.
Oh, I got it right here.
Okay.
Okay, so she was, I guess the Oscars, the Oscars were they Sunday or Monday? Sunday, say.
Okay.
It's selling your soul. Yes. Hi, Nova. Good morning.
Yeah, she was in a little bit earlier, but
Okay, so Ariana Grande, I got a video sent from Anne this morning, and I looked at it. And on the video, you guys, while she's being interviewed on the red carpet, she's admitting because he was asking her for a date for something. What was it? I think
a date if something happened or whatever. Yeah, in her memory.
Yeah. And she's like, I don't remember. I don't know. I go to this place called Brighter's Days Clinic, and they what was it? Where's that? She said they use an abrasion, a memory abrasion on me. And he's looking at her. He's like, what? She goes, yeah, I'm not allowed to use these words. This is what she's saying, you guys. And then she says, abrasion, when they erase your memory. I'm going to have to go back to the Brighter Days Clinic and see if they can put that memory back in me. She said this on the red carpet, you guys. I have the video. I don't know if I can play it. Can I play the video when we're on? Yeah.
You can play the video,
I
but
can, yeah. Here, I'll show you guys the video. This is insane.
It's going to have feedback because of the audio.
Okay, well, I'll play it, you guys. See if you guys can find it, okay? Or I'm going to say message me on Facebook and I can forward it over to you.
There you go.
But here, let me see. I'll try my best, you guys, to do it.
They did the Brighter Days memory erasure treatment to me, so I'm having trouble remembering the details. They're foggy because at the Brighter Days Clinic, they do the memory erasure, The memory erasure. They erase my memories. It's a little foggy, but...
If you could remember, struggle, tell me, give me a date.
You know what? I'll have to go back to the clinic and
Hold on, let me redo that, you guys. I don't know why that thing showed
I
up.
would've just
That
leave
was
it, yeah.
weird.
they did the Brighter Days memory erasure treatment to me, so I'm having trouble remembering the details. They're foggy.
Yeah, don't
Because
touch
at
it.
the Brighter Days clinic, they do the memory erasure, you know? The memory erasure, they erase my memories. It's a little foggy, but
If you could remember, struggle, tell me. Give me a date. Give me a date.
you know what? I'll have to go back to the clinic and see if they can restore my
If they're gonna be soon, because the fans want to know, Ariana.
so soon. So, Mark, you have to learn the language of my fans because soon means 10 days or less. I'm not allowed to use that word at this moment.
I don't know which word she was talking about.
Yeah, it's very confusing, and I don't know why that internet thing came on. That was really weird, you guys. It wasn't doing that earlier.
No.
No, this is crazy. So more crazy stuff, you guys.
But at least you got to hear it without a feedback or anything. And
yeah,
you didn't have to see the picture. You saw it at
What do you
first,
guys
so
think about that? That is so. She's admitting it, you guys, right there in front of our face. Exactly the stuff that I talk about. Okay, it's there, front and center. Either you're going to look at it and you're going to accept it, or you're going to continue to turn your head and live a lie. And that's your choice. But the information's out there, you guys, and I mean, they're pointed right out there in front of us. So all I gotta say is, you guys, shield up. Please shield up every day because the negative frequency programs are on full throttle.
And Nova, you mentioned it's selling your soul. Are you talking about medication?
Yeah. Well, she's on 14 pharmaceuticals. This girl knows all about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
she's all wired up. Her heart's all wired up with all, with all the kinds of things. And she's gonna win this battle. She will win this battle.
Yeah.
She has it in her. She's got so much fight in her.
Yeah, and I know that my ex told me he was doing his best getting himself off of pharmaceuticals because he's seen me. I was on, I think it was 5 pharmaceuticals. I got myself off of it. I did it myself, and it worked, but it worked very well. And then I went back to high blood pressure medicine for a little bit, and then they went and put me on statins because when you take high blood pressure medicine, it increases your cholesterol levels. So they wanted to just keep adding back. They wanted to keep controlling. So I said, no, I don't take statins. And then I've told you guys that I did exercises every day, different kinds, and ate right. And then I went back to the doctor and it went down 93 points. And she says a statin could not have done that and that it's a miracle. I said, no, it's not a miracle. It's mind over matter. You prescribe healthy lifestyles, good food, and exercising. I did it. I've done it before and I can do it again. And so I'm off of all pharmaceuticals. And I know you can do it, Nova. And just because my ex couldn't do it doesn't mean others can't. Because you can, and I know you will.
You have to want it. You just have to want it, and Nova wants it. She had a setback last week. She seems to be, I'm feeling like she's starting to get back on the healing road again and the journey of her healing, I should say. And so we won't allow that to happen again for her to have to take a couple steps back. But
no Texas two-step, baby.
Yeah.
Nope.
It happens in recovery, though. That's part of
does.
recovery. You take 2 steps back, you take 4 steps forward, you take a step back, you take a step forward. It's just part of recovery for the first year at least. She has, a really great mentor or a co-partner, I should say, who's also been going through this. So they chat a lot, her and Justin. Good. They're both my clients. So they're a really good support team. So you got that support, you're going to be able to do this for a fact. There's no failing when you have support. And you've got a pretty good family-based support team too. They're just unaware of things. So, but she's doing a great job trying to educate her family on this. That's how I look at.
Yep.
Oh,
Mind over matter. Yep.
mhm. Yep.
It
And
does.
what doesn't matter shouldn't mind you. So, it is. It's a mind thing. It totally is for sure. And like I always say, I sound like a broken record on this. Pharmaceuticals is black magic at its finest. Um,
And to me, it's chemical control.
It's chemical control. Exactly. Yep, it is.
And to me, it shortens your life as well. So being in control, like you said, you have control of what you put in your mouth.
Hmm.
And recently I was in the emergency and they prescribed stuff for me and I dutifully took it because that's what you're supposed to do. But then my kidneys started hurting. Okay, done. I'm not going to take them. You guys lied to me. And I mean, I read it and it's like, you're not supposed to give it to somebody who's had history of kidney problems. And they gave it to me. It's like, what? And so I stopped. I stopped everything and just went back to the normal stuff of detoxing, cleansing, and what is it? Apple cider vinegar, my nutmeg, papaya seeds, pomegranate arrows, and pepitas. I know I got to add more stuff to it, but
That's
that I'm
enough.
doing
That's
right
a
now.
pretty good. That's a lot of parasite
Cleansing.
cleansing there, killers right there. It's a concoction.
Well, I do want to get Mullen tea so that I can get. I know there's stuff in my head, and I don't allow it in my head. So
I love
I'm gonna get that.
Mullen. I love
Yeah.
it. It works. So Luke, you said that you never invested in a pharmaceutical company, and that a class action lawsuit about the new life-saving medications. Yeah, there's a lot of how can you? This is kind of confusing because how can you sue a pharmaceutical company when they have the warning labels may cause death, may cause this, may cause that? That right there is just, that freaks me out. I don't really watch TV too much, you guys, but I totally can't escape from it. And I'll see a commercial. I heard one the other day when I was at a client's house and they had, the TV on, and it said, that was one of the first things that it said for the warning on the pharmaceutical may cause death. And I'm like, oh my God.
Exactly. I was prescribed a migraine
It is
medicine.
a blood pressure medicine, you
Oh,
guys.
my
So I'm like,
blood
oh.
pressure. Oh my goodness.
I'm like, what the heck? Another thing I find that I think that is just so bizarre is I'll have a client. They have one blood pressure disease, you guys, one. And they're on like
Medication?
5
Oh.
blood pressure medicines. This was my mother.
Oh
My
my.
mother, they said that she had high blood pressure, which she really didn't. And she was on 4 different blood pressure medicines. It makes no sense at all.
How to weaken the heart even more, people. Just saying. I am well into my journey. I have gotten off a lot of medications since COVID, but the ones that are really difficult to get off, there is no hospital that will help me. I've been told it's on me.
They get you addicted. You see, this is the way it goes. The same thing with our government. They cause the problem, they cause a problem, and they have a solution. But in your case, they cause the problem, but there's no solution unless it's another pharmaceutical, right?
Right. Well, yeah, they're locked into giving you drugs, not to helping you, and they can be intoxicating.
Yeah. Anything can be intoxicating, though. No, but like even plants can be intoxicating. I mean, I've gotten high off of cloves myself. I had too much clove tea before, and I was all woo. See little star things.
Yeah, nutmeg is the same thing. People
Yeah,
have.
it's funny.
Just saying.
Yes, that's good that you didn't get the vaccines. All vaccines are bad. All of them are. Not just the CV-19 vaccine. They're just, we don't need chemicals, you guys. We were never meant to have chemicals. We are natural beings. We are natural beings that literally crave and natural things, to be in our bodies and on our bodies and doing natural things. But yeah, you guys, I'm going to be back real quick. Really, I have to go check on something in the back real quick.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry. I
It's
got
okay.
something boiling.
Oh, yeah.
I should have probably turned it down.
I'm smelling it, whatever that is. I'm excited for it. And yes, it'll lower your blood pressure, but it will cause cancer, shut down your kidneys, kill you, but make your family rich off your death. No, it does not make your family rich, Luke, because if you take a medication that a side effect is death, and you willingly take this medication, your family has no recourse, and they cannot sue for it because you willingly took the medication. So basically, they could possibly rule your death as suicide.
I don't know much about all that, but that's crazy. That is crazy. They kill you, but it's your fault.
Yeah, you took it, but they prescribed it. Catch 22.
Didn't you see the commercials, people?
Well, I mean, when I was given these 2 medications for migraines, this was years ago, and I looked at the first one and it says, can cause death. Oh, heck no. I am not. Yes, exactly.
Read the labels. Is that what they say when you're in court? Did you read the labels?
Yeah. It's like, I am not taking one because that means I accept death. No, I don't. I accept it on my own terms, not from some medication.
I like that what Luke says. They cause a problem, why they charge you for the solution.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it's insane. It is so insane. It's sad, you guys. It's so sad because so many people, they have medical issues and there's so much going on out there and they can't find real help,
And their lawyers always bury you. I like that sentiment. But back to this one. They cause the problem. Will they charge you for the solution? And their solution is to either keep you hooked on this stuff or to kill you.
Well, they really don't want to kill you. They want to do the best they can to keep you alive.
So they
can keep profiting off of you.
Exactly.
So it's like a slow death. They keep you alive just enough so that they can profit off of you. Because I know so many people that they shouldn't be here. They should not be here. And they are still here on this planet. And it's mind-boggling. It's just like, oh my gosh. Because I feel like if I was to do something like that to myself, I wouldn't be here. I would not be here. And that's what we're seeing with these homeless people. I don't know where you guys live, but
we see a lot around here.
It's getting really bad here, you guys. And it's very, very sad. It's breaking my heart. This morning, I was just praying over all of them. When I was pulling out of my house, there's like a wash in this one area. It's a little wash. And then it's got like a little tunnel that goes underneath the street. And there's a person living under there. And it just broke my heart. I'm just like, gosh, this is just not right. This is BS. I just believe that every human deserves to have a good meal and a safe place to lay their head, you guys.
Yeah.
And that's just how I feel. Every human just deserves that for being human. So,
yeah, and then this is what Nova is saying. Great.
What?
Yeah, saying that even to myself, the Suboxone pamphlet.
It says if you cut it or break it, it will cause neurological problems.
Yep.
Okay, so you're on the capsule then of Suboxone. For some reason, I thought you were on the stickers, the little long stickers that they give out. But I do believe Suboxone does have a capsule. Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, I think I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely read all labels. And I'm not just talking prescribed medicine. I'm talking, we'll go back to Costco, uh, the chicken, the roasted chicken. Read that label, people. I cannot eat that any longer after reading the label. It's just, oh my goodness.
Yep, read the labels. That's another thing too that just to show that you're being lied to. Read the labels and look them up. It's not even real food. And yeah, Luke, you were on Suboxone, so you know the horror that she's going through. But hers isn't going to be as bad as yours because I'm here helping her. Suboxone people who get off of people who get on Suboxone are usually told they'll never get off of it. They're
Yep.
told this by multiple different types of doctors. So it sounds like you went cold turkey, and if you went cold turkey, you suffered.
Yeah.
And that is worse than heroin. You want to know why it's worse than heroin? I can detox a person off of straight up tar heroin easier than if it's Suboxone, because Suboxone is a synthetic opiate that binds to the receptors in the brain like no other. Like it is pure plaque on there. And it is very difficult to wean someone off of the Suboxone because of that.
And when you were talking about that, and I'm seeing the tars and that, they popped up with
Supertex, that's right. You're on the tab as a Supertex, that's right. Okay.
I went cold turkey, yes. See that.
Ooh.
But what was shown to me is apple cider vinegar. And what they're showing is helping to cleanse off those receptors with apple cider vinegar.
Mm-hmm. Apple cider vinegar works really good. If you can stomach that and you can take a how much do you take?
I do 2 tablespoons in minimum 12 ounces of water a day. And one of the first times I took it, I felt it behind my right eye. And my right eye has, not glaucoma, but what is the thing? Now,
Cataracts?
Cataracts. Has a cataract and other things. And I'm working on healing it. Well, after that first time, I can feel it up there and it's cleansing it. It almost feels better than my left eye now, which it always felt not foggy, but heavy. So I know it's getting cleansed out with the apple cider vinegar. So if you can stomach that, I was doing it on an empty stomach. Now I'm making sure I have food in my stomach when I have the apple cider vinegar. It helps. Trust me, it helps. Because you can feel it going down. You can feel it cleansing as it's going in.
Vinegar is a very, very apple cider vinegar is it's a very good detoxer. I mean, I like the taste of vinegar, so
yeah, I'm good with it too.
I put apple cider vinegar in, like I make salad dressings and everything with it. So yeah, I try to get it as much as I can. It's really good.
And it's been helping me, and I just have to. I used to do it before I drove here. That's 12 ounces of water plus another 8 ounces to wash it down. So an hour trip with at least 20 ounces of water in me, plus a little bit more because I'm always drinking water, was a little bit too much for an hour trip. I'm just saying. I didn't want the pressure on my bladder. But again, it's a lot better when there's food in there already. So that's and it is for me. I don't know if it is for you. That's just my suggestion if you do utilize the apple cider vinegar. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about all the changes and to be working on something you've been working on for years to cleanse these parasites out and knowing I haven't seen any yet.
Are you looking for them, or are you?
I'm kind of looking for them. I mean, I see results after I have the pomegranate arrows. So I know that it's definitely working.
Any nausea?
And yeah, I've had nausea too.
You should have a lot of nausea. When you know you've got nausea going on and you're doing these parasite cleanse, then you know the die off. They're dying off in you. Because when they die, they release a toxin. and it's not fun. It's it's like right now I just took my dandelion capsules and some black seed capsules just before we started the show, and I can feel them breaking off inside of me right now. So I'm like, oh, feeling a little kind of nauseated right now, but it passes. It always passes. It only lasts for like a few minutes, but it's not fun because it comes and goes when you're doing the parasite cleanse for like 2 weeks. So
And the other day, someone was talking to me, and all of a sudden I'm starting to get dizzy, and it's like, oh, okay. I went and grabbed some sage and started burning it, and that helped so much. But I was not only getting dizzy, but I was getting nauseous too. And it's like, nope, get this bad energy away from me. I will have nothing to do with it.
but you're doing the right. Yeah, because it's releasing toxins or dying
Yeah.
off in you. So
Yeah.
you're doing the right. You know it's working. When that
Yeah.
starts happening, you know that it's working really well. So that's a good thing. It's a good sign, and it does pass.
Right, but make sure you have some sage and stuff because that helps too. Breathing in that, and I know
Breath work is what's going to get you through all of it.
yeah, and you have sage. You're always saging.
And I sage just because one, I like the smell of it. I love incense. I love Palo Santo. I actually just purchased 10 different types of it's not just sage. I got lavender sticks. I got pine needle sticks. I got all kinds of like different types of bundle sticks. I'll be carrying around 9. Yeah, I got 9 different ones. I'm doing a whole entire facelift on my store. I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff, and I'm going to bring in some of the stuff that does sell.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, a sage stick for $5, $6. People are willing to to purchase that to help them. But what these herbs do when you light them is they literally clean the air, you guys, and that's why I like them, because they detox impurities out of the air. They clean your air for you, just like the plants do. They purify the air. Yeah, and I have a lot of plants too, always around me. I've always got tons of plants for purifying, you guys. And these are just natural things. So that's what I do. And that's why I burn so much sage, because I just love the way that it purifies the air for me. I mean, we do have chemtrails being not blown on us, but sprayed on us all day long. All day long. So I do everything I can to fight back. And not only that, but I love the smell of the sacredness that it has.
Yes,
It has a very sacred smell. All of it does. I like incense, frankincense. I burn frankincense. I burn myrrh. I do it all.
and those are good flavors. Those are good aromas as well. Frankincense is great. Myrrh together.
Oh yeah, they are. They are. They burn really nice too. Yep, she's got this. She'll get this. She will get herself off of all these pharmaceuticals. Yep, and they are opiate blockers, and that's why they bind to the receptors so much harder than regular opiates. Natural opium, or whatever you want to call it, poppy seed, whatever you want to call it, isn't as dangerous as these synthetic ones that they've come up with. All the synthetic medicine that they've come up with, that they've copied from the plants, are very dangerous.
And you guys hear different things about aspirin itself. And white willow bark is what that came from.
Yep.
Well, I'd rather have white willow bark than aspirin.
Yep. And it does work if you use white willow in a tea. I use white willow in all my pain creams.
Oh, okay.
So transdermally. And it does work. Yeah, Luke, how long have you been off of the Suboxone? How long has it been? Just curious how long you've been Suboxone free. And why did you get on Suboxone? What was the purpose of putting you on that? I mean, were involved in the VA. You were in the military, so I guess there's probably lots of reasons why they put you on that.
Yeah.
Not a good medicine at all. So yeah, those parasites I showed you that come through the nose, you guys, I guess, well, what I found out real quick doing a little bit of research this morning, they're called fish tapeworms. That's what they're called. But I'm not sure if that's right. I got to relook at that up because I'm thinking that those are like tapeworms that really come out of a fish.
Yeah, so
Like I'm a little
she just wanted
confused.
to
Yeah, I
double
need
check.
to, yeah, I'm going to do some more research on that. But that's what I had found real quick this morning. But I don't know if that's correct. Let's see, what else do we have going
Yeah.
on?
And
this
Luke
month?
says he's been off it for 2 years.
Oh, okay, that's a good. Yeah, you pretty much healed yourself from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys just, do the best you can to heal yourself, get rid of these parasites, and be a free thinker. Okay?
Oh, wow. He got addicted to heroin. Okay. What special ones here? What medicine today?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about some medicine, you
Yeah.
guys. Let's talk about medicine. Let's do my favorite.
Okay. What is your favorite?
Black seed oil,
Okay.
black cumin. Yes,
Is it cumin?
No, they call it black cumin.
Oh, okay.
Black seed oil is amazing. I love this stuff, and it does so much. In Ayurvedic medicine, they say that it cures all but death when it comes to black seed oil. And I really, really enjoy this one. I take this almost every day. I've been doing black seed oil for quite some time, for a long, long, long time. And I always say it's the reason why I don't have any gray hairs. I associate it with that. Yes, it does. So black seed oil is a really good herb that I think everyone should be taking. And it works for everything, you guys. Everything. High blood pressure, diabetes. It's an anti-inflammatory and antifungal. It's like I said, cures all but death. That should pretty much sum it all up for you guys. So black seed oil is one of my favorites. I use this personally all the time. Like I said, I just took it before came on the show. And then we've got
And the black seed sounds like it's complete opposite of pharmaceuticals, with the side effects as being up to, including death. This is the opposite of it. So it'll clean out everything. The only thing it can't do is reverse death.
So I have a list of things that it does here. Okay, I got these little things that I make for people.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, respiratory health, heart function, headache, diabetes, back pain, cholesterol, weight loss, joint pain, eczema for the skin, infections, and reduces reproductive and sperm health. Mix that with ashwagandha. Now, ashwagandha is a root. It's another one. This is really good for testosterone, you guys. For guys who are having testosterone problems, black seed is something I'll recommend. Ashwagandha and horny goat, that's another one that's really good too. But ashwagandha is really well known for helping with testosterone. It works on the nervous system really well, you guys. That's the one thing about ashwagandha that I've noticed. I do use this not every day, but when I start to have some kind of an insomnia spell or something going on with insomnia, ashwagandha and 5-HTP are my go-to to get my sleep regulated. But it also it helps with the brain. It does work with neuro to help open up those pathways that close up from addiction or from anything that's overused pharmaceuticals, bad diet, all kinds of things can close up your pathways to your receptors, to your happy hormones, your serotonin, your dopamine, your GABA receptors. And once you close, those pathways are closed. But this is something that can help reopen those pathways. It helps relieve depression. And again, I said, yeah, it boosts fertility. So it's a really good one for that, and testosterone. It helps with lung cancer, breast cancer. It helps kill cancer cells. So ashwagandha is another really good one, you guys. I really love this one too. And these are really simple herbs. I mean, a pack of this is only $20.
What's the price on the black seed?
$20.
Oh, wow. Those
Yeah,
are
yeah.
both inexpensive.
And then we've got holy basil. This is what I call my spiritual herb line. And then we've got the holy basil, and holy basil, hands down. It literally is a cure for panic attacks, anxiety. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Holy basil is all over in Thailand, I heard. I heard they grow it everywhere in Thailand. It's all over the place. And there are people who actually used to worship it back in the day. I read that a long, long time ago. But it also helps with the DNA. It fights arthritis. Yeah, and then it works on chronic anxiety. So that's pretty much the best thing about holy basil, you guys. And when I have someone who's just anxious, having panic attacks, I tell them take the holy basil, and it's just literally basil, but it's holy basil. So yeah, really good herbs, you guys.
And you know the grower of the holy basil?
Yes, yes. I grow it. Holy basil is really easy to grow. I grow it sometimes, and then I also have people that grow it here in my neighborhood. And then I found a grower a long time ago. Ooh, where was she located? I don't remember what state she was from, but I used to order it from her all the time too. And I'm getting ready to grow some here pretty soon, so I just got a bunch of seeds. But I don't always have the luck to grow basil as like some people do. My goodness, I've got basil just coming out of everywhere, man. It's like mint.
I love it when mint gets growing.
Oh, once it takes off, yeah. Mint is very aggressive, though. It can actually take over the garden. That's what they say. Yeah, I've never had mint. Yeah, I've never really had mint take over my garden. I've never had a problem with that. Use my dark influence against the darkness, and they follow it up with my light to finish.
This was the witch cult that he grew up in.
Wow. Anne grew up in a cult too, but hers was Khazarian. They were Khazarian. No, Zionists. They taught Zionist ways. Yeah. Yeah. She grew up in a cult that taught her Zionist ways. So this is crazy. So you grew up in a cult here in America.
There's a few.
Then you went into the military. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of darkness.
Well, he calls it a colony, not a cult.
So, sorry, colony. Okay.
Sorry, I saw the C word.
Oh, okay. Which colony? I thought I saw cult in another statement, but yeah, that's crazy stuff. And you came out of that. You came out to find out that it was all lies. I mean, what got you to be able to step out of that?
We don't know.
That's very interesting. Yeah. Anne's story is very interesting too. These are very interesting stories. I've never really met people who grew up in stuff like that. But yeah, there's then I got my mushrooms back here too, you guys. We got the mushroom, we got the reishi. Reishi is the mushroom of immortality. I love this. There's nothing that it can't do. It does everything. Cordyceps. Cordyceps are amazing. Cordyceps are literally healing Hashimoto's disease and Graves' disease or autoimmune diseases, you guys. And again, all autoimmune diseases started and came from a parasite. We didn't have autoimmune diseases 40, 50 years ago like we do now. They run rapid everywhere. And then lion's mane. And lion's mane, we know is good. Well, I know, and a lot of you guys know, is really good for the cognitive, for the brain, for the vagus nerve.
And if you look at it, yes, I know it's a lion's mane, but it almost looks like a brain to me.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It
It's
is
so
beautiful.
cool looking. Yeah. Yeah. I like lion's mane the way that it grows. I mean, I look at it and I'm like, ooh, that's the way it grows. You can only imagine what it does when it's inside of you.
And Nova says, I had a strain of chocolate mint and it took over the outside of the garden. Best aroma ever. I love chocolate mint too.
mint. I
Yeah,
grew that once. That does smell really good.
it does.
Yeah. They got so many different types of mints, don't they?
They do.
They really do.
And to find a regular mint is a little more difficult than it is
Yeah,
to
Nova's
find
a little
different-
gardener. She does gardening. She's a little herbalist herself too. So she's got quite the knowledge on herbs too. So that's a good thing. Okay, so you found loving God within myself and forgave them for being who they are and started teaching.
Love
Oh,
and light.
okay.
Cool.
Very cool. All right.
Fresh lion mane tastes like a mozzarella stick. This is after you've cooked it, hopefully, because to me it's bitter. I have not found a way to cook it properly,
Yeah,
obviously.
hers always comes out bitter. Yeah, lion's mane tastes really good. It has such a light taste to me. It doesn't taste like a whole lot of anything, really. It's just like mozzarella. Yeah, that's a great way of wet mozzarella, in fact.
Well, being a Leo like I am, maybe that's why lion's mane. I don't need it because
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe
so-
you don't need it. Yeah, yeah. You've got whatever it has inside. You know.
Yep. it might be that way. But when you make it, you made it in something. I thought.
Lion's mane tacos.
Well, no, I haven't. I haven't had your lion's mane taco. I was wondering what.
I know, she's just into everything. She's been acting so funny lately.
Lots of different raw. It tastes so good. She's eating lion's mane raw.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said they had to be cooked.
Yeah, well, mushrooms should be cooked, but I mean, there might be an exception to the lion's mane. I've had lion's mane raw before too, because I grew it and I took it off and I ate it. But yeah, every mycologist that I ever work with always tells me make sure you cook the mushrooms, all mushrooms. So I don't know,
Yeah.
and I know people who eat them raw all the time and they're just fine. So
Well, cremini or white mushrooms I've had raw a lot of times. Went through the dough. No. So, Generation of Light. To win it for God.
I say, Luke, don't give your power up to the Galactic Federation of Light. You are a warrior. And you don't have to give up your,
Ooh.
just don't give up any of your power to any of these things, okay? Question it. Seriously, Luke, question who the Galactic Federation is, okay? I got down that, I'm continuing to go down that rabbit hole right now. I was all about the Galactic Federation of Light myself. And I've been shown a few things these last 6 months, and it's not quite what I thought it was. All I got to say is stay in your power, okay? Don't give it up to anybody. Because
You have a direct connection,
mhm,
so you don't need to go through others. I'm in general, I work with them.
mm,
Choices.
yeah, those are your choices, and that's fine. But again, question everything, okay? They like to play. Well,
Okay.
it is
So
a crazy organization. That's all I got to say. And what is that saying? the sheep come dressed, or the wolf comes dressed in sheep's wool. Okay.
Cool.
Very cool.
Yep.
So with all that, so how's everyone doing out there? Like, what are you guys feeling okay? I mean, are you feeling any kind of weird energies or anything? Because I want to know if I'm the only one who's kind of feeling these weird frequencies that they're putting on us. I know I'm sensitive, but I know a lot of you guys are sensitive out there too.
Mhm.
So I'm just kind of wondering if you guys are having any symptoms on with this, because I have a feeling that they've really revved up, like I said, the frequencies here with the 5G and everything else that they put on us.
Yeah, with me, I'm not. I'm getting new and different things, but it's mainly coming. It's not mainly. It is coming from higher sources, not outside, not negative stuff. So I know I'm changing. I'm hearing frequencies more these days too, but it's more cleansing out my ear chakras. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
so
what I
excited.
think I'm doing. I'm cleansing out something on my left side with my ear. Something's getting cleaned out.
Yeah.
It started around the end of last month. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, about a week ago.
Yeah.
It's something they did something that, and plus I'm in a big city, so we're both in this big city. I mean, we're in the metropolitan Maricopa area, I guess you could say, the Valley, whatever. You know, there's a lot of different titles for us, but we are. Maricopa County is the fourth largest city in the United States. So they're really ramping up things on us, I think, here big time. I don't know where you seem to be somewhere that's a little bit has better vibes, Nova. So I mean, do you have towers around you? Do you have the 5G towers everywhere around you? Because we have them on every other, I mean, every corner, not every other corner, but even in between the middle of the corners, we have these towers everywhere. And now they dress them up like palm trees.
And pine trees.
And
Yeah.
pine trees too. It's crazy.
They put on roofs on Starbucks and all sorts of things. So they're putting them so many different places these days, and behind a lot of the strip malls and the centers like you're in. There's stuff right behind her too. So
Yeah, they're everywhere. They're all over the place, especially on the side of the freeways. Do you notice that on the freeways? They're everywhere on up against the side of the freeways. You'll see a sound wall, and then you see a tower. Then you go down this. You'll see the sound wall for a couple of yards. Another tower. It's crazy, and I just have a feeling that they turned up the notch on that.
not in the mountains and stuff, but it's not that intense.
It's not that intense. Okay.
In the
What
mountains.
was
It's in
it
the
like when you
mountains.
were at Justin's, when you went to go visit Justin? Was it because I picture him just being around no towers whatsoever. None. That's got to feel so good. I don't even know what I would probably do. I'd probably go like a little weird for a minute or something. I'm so used to having all these frequencies on me all the time. I wouldn't know what to do being in such a clean place. Good morning, ladies. How are you? All righty. All right. Okay. Is it 10? Oh no, it's only 9:30. It's only 9. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to give her some work real quick.
Yep.
I got to give her some papers to read for me.
Oh, cool. That is great that you know how to clean that. Yeah. I'm not there at this moment to get to that position, but yeah, a lot of things are changing for me. I'm feeling a lot of changes now when, like I said, people coming in. Oh, he is on the mountain, so not many towers his way. And I am farther from the city, and Catskills kind of keep that from people going crazy. People going crazy building them? Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah. And it's great that you're in the mountains. We have mountains around here, but yeah, I miss the trees. Yeah. Hopefully we'll be up in Flagstaff or Sedona soon. But I will be going to South Dakota soon to see my grandbaby. So I'm looking forward to that. And flying with no chemtrails. You know how it goes. Without putting that dark energy into the universe so it doesn't reciprocate back to me. Yeah, got that. Burns trees and stuff. What burns trees and stuff? The chemtrails? I wouldn't doubt it. But. And Jewel Moon is out walking around. Did you want to come up and say hi? Come on. Nope. Okay, so what has been going on with you? Nova, I know that you said you had a setback last week or the week before. How are you doing now? We really haven't discussed your progress this week. How's it going? And they're asking me how are you mentally? So if you just got through it with a visit, then you must be
Burns the trees and stuff without putting the dark energy. Okay, so he's on the mountain, so no, not many towers.
Justin's on them. Yeah. And she's got Catskills around her.
Oh, okay. And Catskills, kind of. What does that mean?
Catskills Mountains.
Oh, Catskill Mountains. Okay.
Yeah, so where she's at. Now, the Catskills Mountains is where a lot of people used to do family vacations at lodges and different things back in the 50s, 60s. So I don't know if they still have those places anymore.
Wow. Gosh, you guys are very lucky. You guys are so lucky. But you're still feeling something, but then you're also you're detoxing too. So you're probably, you're feeling all kinds of stuff, I'm sure.
Mentally, physically, emotionally.
Yeah. I hope you're not like feeling these frequencies so crazy. But you are you are in New York, so
there's a lot of
there's a
energy
lot. Yep, you've got a lot. So who knows? I mean, from the detoxing plus being in New York, because isn't New York like the largest city in America?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm sure you guys, you can feel what's coming from the city of New York, which from what I hear is pretty crazy over there.
Have you ever been to
No,
New York?
I've never been to New York. I've never really had a desire to go. I did have an aunt and some cousins who lived there when I was growing up, but I don't really have anything in New York. I don't know what I would go to New York for besides to go see Nova and Justin now, but that's like yeah.
Okay. And
Luke's in New York too. Okay.
Syracuse, yeah.
Syracuse, okay. I know.
So
where
that's
that
a
is.
little smaller.
Yeah, Syracuse has got a college there, doesn't it? A big college.
Yeah, the Orangemen, I think.
Yeah, I know about Syracuse. I've known people who went to school there.
Oh,
yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, Luke's got to be feeling some pretty crazy energies coming at his way too, because you guys got to be full of towers there too. You just have to be.
Well, they can't build so much in the Catskills because of the terrain and all.
But in the city though.
Yeah, in the cities.
In the city they can.
And Syracuse being a college town, yes, even more so. And and the kids coming and going. That's gotta be
because Flagstaff has tons of towers now.
Yes.
We noticed those I noticed those when we were there. And Flagstaff's a college town here, and it's up in the mountains. And they've got quite a bit of towers there. Yeah, basketball team, big basketball team. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's what Syracuse. Yeah, you're in college town.
Yeah. And I live next to a college town. Tempe is a college town around here.
Yeah,
Mesa is
it
right
is.
next door.
Yeah, you're right into college. You both are in a college town.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a pretty good day, you guys, talking about getting a lot of stuff covered. I just kind of wanted to say, if I say things or I mention something or if anyone says anything to you and it triggers you in some way, and it just doesn't have to be me, it could be anyone. It could be a loved one, it could be a work partner or whoever, and they say something that triggers you, there's something there that you need to look at, you guys. Okay. There's a reason why it's triggering you. Either they're mirroring you or, yeah, there's something about that you need to look at yourself. Okay. And it's very important to do that. And that helps you from continuing to get triggered by those types of topics or whatever it is that that person has said to you. So I just think this is really important for me to say that today. I had that thought after I got off of my live last night, and it was something that came over me. I was like, gosh, I need to really address that to people when I'm doing these shows. And a trigger can lead to healing.
Yes.
It leads to healing. And trust me, you guys, oh gosh, I used to get triggered at least, I feel it like 10, 20 times a day, and I was just like, well, why does that make me so mad? Or why does that make me so sad? Or, and I would question it and I would really look at it and say, oh my gosh, because I'm not looking at the truth, or I'm not questioning it, or I'm living a lie. So, and it's hard to do this. It's hard to look at yourself, to look at your ego, to have an ego death. That's what this is all about. It begins an ego death. And it's very difficult for people to do that. And so they just choose to continue to live a lie.
And a tool to take an introspective look. That's what he considers triggers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's definitely when you get triggered and when you work on it and you look at it and you find out where it's coming from, you start to begin to heal it. So, and then you don't get mad about it anymore, or it doesn't affect you the way that it was affecting you. And like I said, that's big work. It's a lot of work to do that. And it's not always fun either to realize, oh gosh, I've been kind of an asshole. Shroomies are really good at that. That's what microdosing does, you guys. When you microdose mushrooms, it helps you to look at things from a different perspective, and it makes things brighter for you. And that's why I really enjoy microdosing mushrooms.
Okay. But when it comes to the mushrooms you microdose, you cannot sell them on your website, or what's the deal with that? I just want to make sure. Clarify.
Well, yeah, microdosing all kinds of different types of mushrooms. Yeah, some I do sell on my website, and then some, you have to have that consultation. You have to have that plant consultation with me before I will give you any other kind of different types of mushrooms with other properties in them, like the Amanita muscaria, which is another magic mushroom. It's a poisonous mushroom. But I just got to make sure you're dosing properly. So, and they won't let, you can't put THC products on a website either. So, unless you've got that very expensive THC license, which costs millions and millions and millions of dollars now. I remember when it was just $500,000, and now it's millions of dollars.
Just $500,000? Mm-hmm. That sounds crazy to me.
Mm-hmm. When they first came out, when cannabis first became legalized, The licenses were only going for about $500,000, and that was just for medical. That was for medical. That had nothing to do with recreational. So,
And I want to remind you, this is her email information, her location information. So that QR code will get you to her website.
yep. And all my contact information's on there. If you purchase on my website, you have to use a check. So it's kind of weird, but it's just the way it is for me. That's just
For now.
for now. It's just the way that it goes. You know, the darkness does not like what I do. They don't like it. It's going against the grain. So the only thing they can do, the only power they have over me, because they can't stop me from what I'm doing, because everything I'm doing is legal. They can stop me from having a shopping cart for Visa and MasterCard. So, all right.
Want to make sure. After the last, it was almost 2 weeks worth of, well, 1 full week, I think, well, maybe longer, of having problems on the chats with Restream. And they kept telling me I had to clear out my YouTube and then reload it, and all this other hoops I needed to jump through. Last week we got everything cleaned up, so no more problems with Restream.
For now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's all kinds of weird stuff happening, you guys. Are you guys not going through some weird stuff? I'm seeing all kinds of weird stuff going on, especially with the computers. I can't sign on to things. Nothing's working. It's so weird.
Well, you do know it is pre what is it called? Mercury retrograde.
Oh yeah, March Madness.
That too. Yep. March Madness as well.
Yeah. I couldn't sign on to anything yesterday. My bank account, nothing. I was blocked out of everything. Excuse me. Let's not start yawning now.
Yeah. A little early for that.
Well, I did get up at like 4 this morning, so. And I have a long, long day ahead of me.
You gonna take a nap at all?
No, I don't think so. I'm not really a big napper. I mean, if I'm going to take a nap, I'll take a nap.
Well, every once in a while, I'm just told, lay down. Now, when I was having that dizzy spell, I was told by a person to lay down, and it's like, no, fight it. That's what I heard, is no, do not succumb and do not follow the demands of somebody else. It's like, okay, we got this. So that's when I pulled out the sage, and as soon as that sage, it's like I'm breathing it in. Oh, okay, I'm much better now. Head is clear, no nausea, no dizziness. I'm good.
Yeah. What usually helps me to wake up though when I'm feeling, because I am tired. I'm feeling a little tired today. I was feeling tired yesterday too, because I had a long day yesterday too. And is I like to smelling salts.
Oh,
Wow. Or I take a eucalyptus nose spray,
Okay.
and I put that up my nose, and I get that through, and that zings in my brain. And I like it though. I like the way that it makes it feel.
When you use a eucalyptus nose spray, does anything come out? Does any?
No, I haven't had
parasites?
anything.
Okay.
Nope, I've never had anything come out with using the those aroma nose inhalers. It's actually an inhaler that I use in the nose. That's not a spray. It doesn't spray.
Okay.
But menthol, eucalyptus. They've got lavender ones. They've got different ones, but I love those things. I just make sure they're pure essential oils. And they really wake me up and I overcome whatever this tiredness is that I get. But
Now, do they have any of those that are, and I'm not talking cloves per se, because I know that's pretty strong. Do they have anything that is a spray, for lack of a better word, that helps with not detoxing, but getting rid of parasites?
yeah, I'm sure it does help. I'm sure they don't like it. It aggravates them, I'm sure. But I don't know if I have any parasites up in my head or because I get all that stuff came. That was kind of like the first parasites that came out of me was through the nose. Okay. So I think it was a year ago. Was it a year ago or 2 years ago? I went to New Mexico and I went to the healing waters over there, the springs, okay, the hot springs. And I was in these hot springs every day for like 2 hours. And after my second treatment, I started to get a runny nose. And nothing but clear stuff came out for like 9 days. I drained for 9 days.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a year or two ago. Gosh, I don't remember. Well, anyways, that was me. That's when I got rid of all my parasites. That's when everything came out. And then I had a couple that had a little bit of blood on them, which was that one parasite I showed you. And then some of the stringy ones. Oh yeah, lots of those ones. And some of them, the worm one that I showed you, the little tiny worm one, kind of looks like a little hookworm, came out in like a glob. I got a glob of them.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that went on for 9 days. And ever since then, I've never really had anything weird come out of my nose since or my throat. So that was a major detox. And when I went into these hot springs, I asked for healing. And it was when I went into the grandfather one. There was this one called the grandfather healing one, and it was really spooky. It was kind of trippy, but it was exciting, you know. It was really dark, and I had to go down. I had to walk down. It was the original one, the first one that they had created there in that little town. It's called Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. And I had to go down into about a flight of stairs or whatever, down into the ground. And then the water hole was down there. The spring was right there. So that was kind of trippy. And everything was pure black. There was just a little tiny light way at the top. But I went in there. I did it. And I sat in there for 2 hours. And right after that one is when everything, because I asked for healing from the grandfathers. And that is when everything just drained out of me.
Have a great day, Luke. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, yes. Happy everything, Luke. Thank you for corresponding with us.
So I had her information up earlier. So if you need any more, please let me know. Unfortunately, Restream is not putting it in the chat. So I have to work with them to get that back in there in the chat. I've been working with them to get a lot of things fixed. So hopefully I get that fixed.
I wonder if it's because of the upgrades that they did.
Yeah. 2.0 version of Restream has changed a lot of things. But I don't know why I wasn't being allowed to be on Restream. They kept saying that it had something to do with Love Riot and my name not being allowed. Well, I know I've been corresponding from both on Restream for quite a while, even when the chat wasn't working. So I don't know what the problem
Maybe
was.
it's going through a shift like I am.
Yeah, it could be. Well, they're in the Ukraine and they're in Austin.
Oh, okay.
Those are the two main things. So yeah, it can be a lot of everything.
Yeah, I'm really thinking that I'm feeling that there's a shift going on inside of me. There's something, yeah, there's definitely, I'm in the process of having a shift. So this will be really interesting to see what happens, you guys. And I definitely know that I'm going to shift, you guys, because I can't take my mushrooms during the day anymore.
Oh, wow.
I have to do it at night. And I'm drinking a mushroom coffee, you guys, and I'm like, oh, dang. That's why I'm feeling kind of sleepy right now. So yeah, this is a new thing for me. I've never been like this when it comes to mushrooms. Mushrooms have always given me a ton of energy. The same thing when I loop my urine, you guys, okay? Yes, I'm a practitioner for Shum Bambu. I know it's weird. I know it sounds really disgusting, but it's not. It's actually very healing. And even when, right now, that doesn't seem to be making me tired when I'm urine looping. It's still giving me, gives you that natural energy you're looking for. But it just dawned on me. I'm drinking mushroom coffee, and that is why I'm starting to yawn. I'm going through a shift. It's what happens when you go through a shift. Things change, and that's how you know you're going through some kind of a shift inside of you. Yeah, so I've been doing mushrooms at night, and I'm out. I'm done. Last night after we got done off of the show, I went ahead and took a bunch of my shroomies, and by the time I got home, I was ready for bed. I barely could keep my eyes open just to get what I had to get done before bed. We all have a routine before we go to bed. I got to get that water ready, you guys. When I wake up, I have a 16-ounce glass of water with lemon and cucumber in it. So I have to get that ready.
Now, I know you were doing the lemon water. So when did you add the cucumbers in?
Oh, just whenever I have them.
Oh, okay.
I love cucumber water over lemon water. I love the way that cucumber water tastes. It's just so refreshing. Oh, it is.
Very cooling effect
Yes,
too.
yeah,
Very
it's
cooling.
so good. I just love it. But so if I have a cucumber, I'll stick a cucumber in there. I'm going to be making pineapple water today or tomorrow. I'll be making pineapple water, so I'll be drinking on that, and that's a really good for parasites too.
Now, I haven't read it fully, but they're saying to utilize the pomegranate rinds for things. So I have to read up
For
on that.
tea, that would be great. You could dry
Yeah.
out the pomegranate, yeah, for teas. to
Yeah,
make
just the
pomegranate tea.
outside of it
Yeah.
after you've already consumed the seeds.
Everything about a plant, a banana, anything, it's all reusable.
Yes.
Every last bit of it is reusable for whatever plant, whatever it is that you're working with, can be, every bit of it can be used, even the roots. Yep.
It might be a little bit different than moringa tree, that everything is edible and usable and
Mhm.
everything, but there's a lot of hacks, as they call it, that utilize what is it? Watermelon rind and water, and it
Mhm.
makes a fertilizer and different things like that. So look at those videos, because there's a lot of neat things out there that really do work.
Yeah, there's a lot of good things that work and there's a lot of things that don't work. So be
Exactly.
careful when you're going to these, what I call Facebook University or Instagram University or YouTube University, whatever. I mean, there's a lot of good people who are putting some really good information out there.
Yeah.
And then there's some that are putting out some really bad information, you guys. So just be really careful.
And first thing is, if they want money from you, skip that, keep going. Because like you said, there's a lot of good ones out there, and most of them don't want money for it. They want to change the world in a positive way, and they're letting you know. There was a guy about chicken bones, what you can do with it, leftover eggs, what you can egg shells,
Uh-huh.
what you can do with it. I mean, there's so much,
There's
because
so much you can do with eggshells.
Yes. Yeah, and different things to grind it down and make a powder. It's a
Mhm.
good abrasive. It can clean pots and pans that have never been cleaned before.
It's good for us to take too.
Yeah, and
The animals.
and also it adds calcium back into the soil.
Oh, that's good because it's so depleted.
Yeah,
Magnesium. Yeah, you guys, that's
Magnesium
another thing
too,
too.
yeah.
You guys, are you guys keeping track of your magnesium? Magnesium is extremely important. Very important.
Yeah.
I have a beautiful magnesium spray that I sell, that I make.
Where is it?
It's over there. I'm gonna plug this in.
Yeah, I don't see
So
it.
I'm gonna go dead here pretty soon. I know we got a few minutes.
Yeah, and again, I'm going to pop up her QR code because it's very important. You get a hold of her for these things.
So it's called my lavender moonlight spray, and I did the extraction myself on the lavender. The lavender came from my garden, and let me see how it smells. I made this quite some time ago. This has probably been on the shelf for about a good 6 months. Oh, it still smells beautiful.
Yes, it does.
It smells really good. It smells so clean, and
And you can smell the lavender.
yeah, this is my tester right here. And guess what, you guys? I use this for deodorant. We
Mhm.
are so magnesium deficient, you guys, because we don't have any magnesium in our dirt anymore. So that's another important mineral that you guys need to be having in your body, especially if you suffer from constipation. It will really help get things going. And I take a magnesium capsule every night, part of my nighttime ritual. I take a magnesium capsules, and then I also spray that under my armpits for my as my deodorant, I guess you could say. I didn't want to call it deodorant, but whatever. And then another thing too is if you're having body odors,
There's a reason for
there's
it.
a reason for it. We should not stink, you guys. We should not be stinky. If you are stinky and you have a really bad odor and you have bad BO, that's coming again from a parasite. It's in your gut. It's coming from your gut.
And I've been through it because of getting off of sugar. I I wouldn't say overdose, but I had way too much fruit, and I was wondering why I was stinking, and it was like I had too much fruit.
Yeah, that'll do it too. You'll
Yeah.
smell kind of like you'll smell like that fruit when
Yeah.
it rottens.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
As it's been processed through. Yes.
It's just like if you take too much turmeric or you have too many oranges, you begin to look orange. It changes your skin. It's kind of same concept there.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're stinking, you've got bad breath, you have BO.
Find out what the cause of it.
Mhm.
I mean,
There's
like you
something
said,
causing it.
parasites, but too much sugar from fruits. That's what caused some of it. Sometimes I smell onions and it's like, I didn't have any onions. Okay, why do I smell?
Like,
Why does
why am I stingy? Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to figure out what you ate. What is different? What did you eat differently? Did you go someplace different? There's so many things, but you might want to, it's up to you, but you might want to keep a journal of everything you do. So it's like, oh, so that's what I had today.
Yes. Yeah. I used to have stinky breath all the time. I used to always have stinky breath, and I was told it runs in the family. Morning breath,
Yeah.
the morning stinky breath. And that's what I was told. And I believed it.
Yep.
I totally believed it. And then come to find out, I don't have stinky breath anymore. Not at all, especially since I started doing urine looping. So that really helped cure that. But again, for your urine looping or your shimbambu, whatever you want to call it, for that practice to work, you've got to detox yourself. That's where it is. The more you detox yourself, the better your urine is going to be for you, because the cleaner your blood is, the healthier you are.
Your blood, your urine, all your.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If your blood is clean, your urine is clean. As your urine is clean, your blood is clean. So, so if anyone's interested in learning about urine looping or shimvambu, contact me. I don't have that on my website yet. I guess I should probably put that on my website under practice or under services. Yeah. Because I do talk about that quite a bit now. I'm always talking about that. I had to get used to it. It wasn't something that I was really used to talking, because no one even knew I did it for like the first 3 years, except for like Anne, and then a group of people that I was learning it from who was also doing it. So I just kind of kept that to myself. But I would say probably within the last 18 months or so, year and a half, I've been talking more and more about it. I'm getting more and more comfortable with it. So,
and it's working for you, and you're doing new things with it.
So, I do so much stuff with it. It's amazing. But yeah, it's something that, you guys think about it. It's what our ancestors used. I have a great grandma that used to take anyone who had the baby in the family, she would take the baby's urine and she would save it. And if anyone had a sore throat or something, she would put a sock inside the urine and put the sock around the family member's neck that had a sore throat. And it worked. When I heard that story about my great-great-grandma Garcia, I was just laughing. I was like, oh, that's so funny.
Okay, and I just want to put this up. I know it's a couple weeks away, but just updated it, so I thought I'd put this up. You'll have a shroom club coming up. Is there a theme for this one? Or have you looked at it?
Okay, so we got the game together yesterday. I had one of my members come, and we we're going to play this really fun game. If any of you guys can think of anything mushroom related, message it to me, okay? Because that's part of the game. We're going to put a tag on everyone's back, a mushroom tag on everyone's back, and there's going to be a word, a mushroom something word. Like, let's say the one that came to me is the Mario Brother mushroom, or and then Alice in Wonderland, because that movie is based on a mushroom. And we're going to put this on some, each one's going to get a word on the back, and they have to guess what that word is.
Okay.
And then they get five guesses. So that's a game that we're playing. So if anyone can come up with some stuff that's associated with mushroom, please text it to me, because I got to come up with 16 of these, 16 words. That's a lot of words. A song, anything that's associated, that's popular, you guys.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know, like mainstream, you know, something that's not too difficult. So if you guys can help me with that, that'd be awesome. And then we're gonna do.
I was gonna say there's songs about mushrooms,
yeah.
people. There really are.
There's quite a few. There's
Yeah.
quite a few. But they have to be a popular song, a song that you know, because I got so many different ages of people that come to the Mushroom Club. And then what are we gonna do? Oh, it's a second part. We taught how to make substrate bags in February. So the second part is going to be making a syringe, making a spore print or something, and then inoculating that bag.
Oh, wow. Cool.
So, yeah. And then again, I'll be live again Monday night at 5:22 on Facebook and YouTube with Anne from Australia.
Yep. So you have her information up here. I mean, I put it up. And tomorrow this evening, we have the Psychic Squad from 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And love to see you guys come there. I know there's not a whole lot of you left today, but love to have you come in. I have no idea what we're going to be doing tonight as far as the exercises, but we did have some really fun ones last time. Last time we did a group read, and it's something that I normally do with Scott. And anytime we do readings, the people in the chat, we all get together and do it together. So it was very apropos for me, and I really appreciated it. It was just normal day, normal 2 hours. So like I said, I don't know what we're doing tonight, but I'm looking forward to it and forward to seeing all of you there. And then tomorrow morning, I will be on Ask the Angels with Bonnie, and that will be at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And this is Bonnie's real quick. And on Wednesday evening, I'm not sure what is happening. I think Don will be on, which is Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and that's his YouTube. Angie might be with him, but I know she's having family emergencies that she's dealing with, so not sure if she'll be in. Thursday morning will most likely be Dawn and on Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and Tea Time or Natural Divine Goddess Tarot, which is Shauna Sellers, and that is on Thursday. And then, of course, I will be back on, and I'm trying to find the right one, on Friday with Scott on the Gabriel Project. And I keep hitting the wrong one there. Yeah, that's his Facebook one. So hopefully you'll come there. On Saturday, Susan will be on at 10 a.m. And on Sunday morning, it will be Jess who comes on here, and Bonnie from Calling on Angels 1111 at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And she will be on time. I'm not sure if anybody's going to be there for the Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. or not. Like I said, Angie's busy with other things. And then Monday morning will be tea time with Shauna Sellers. So many QR codes here. And then we'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, Monday, as she already said, Monday will be, you can find her on her YouTube and Facebook
On
channels.
Monday night, yeah.
Monday
And then
night.
back here Tuesday morning. And then
Yep.
we will be off on Tuesday morning. Is that next month or is that this month? That we won't be here?
March 18th.
Yeah, March 18th, we won't be here. She's going to go see her new grandbaby.
I will be flying out on St. Patty's Day.
How fun.
And I will be dressed my way on St. Patty's Day. So
Nice.
if you hear about any crazy person going to the airport dressed
Just like a shamrock.
dressed very, very St. Patty's like, yeah, that'll be me.
She's
So,
Irish, you guys. So
very Irish, and
very
I love it.
Irish.
I just love celebrating life, and to me, that's a celebration of life.
Yeah, there's
No,
nothing
I'm
wrong
not
with it.
celebrating any of the negative connotations of a holiday. Only the positive. And
Yeah.
I haven't mentioned it today. I did it last 4th, the February 4th, but actually this is the actual Fat Tuesday. Last month was the beginning of Mardi Gras. Today is the end.
Oh,
Mardi Gras.
I didn't even know it went that long.
So I'm going, yeah, it's a month of celebrations. It was called Carnival in Italy and France and all that. They always had fun. And I'll show you some pictures of that later. But I'm wearing purple, green, and gold. And on the 17th, it will be white, green, and gold. So, yeah, I
Fun.
just love celebrating. And I love colors. So purple's my
Perfect.
favorite.
Yeah, perfect. That's royalty.
Yep. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Appreciate you.
Have a merry everything. Bye-bye.
A great one. Rise above with love. Love you. Oops. And hit the wrong ones here.
So when I started on this healing journey, about 2 years ago, my life was like really unmanageable, and I got shut. You know how